the Glock G19 pistol, field strip, and reassembly. Before beginning, make sure there is no ammunition in your work area and always wear eye protection. Although they go by different names, for purposes of clarity, we will refer to this part as the slide stop and this part as the slide lock. First, make sure your firearm is unloaded. Remove the magazine. Now hold the grip with your firing hand, grasp the slide, and lock it to the rear by pushing up on the slide stop. Do a visual and physical chamber check to ensure no ammunition is in the weapon. Release the slide by grasping the rear of the slide, pulling back to release the slide stop, and then easing it forward. With the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, pull the trigger. The trigger must always be in the rearmost position when removing the slide. Next, hold your firing hand out flat, palm up. Lay your Glock in your hand, slide down with your thumb on the rear of the grip. Now, all you have to do is squeeze. The slide will move slightly to the rear, releasing pressure on the slide lock. Note, if you pull the slide too far to the rear, it will reset the pistol's trigger to the forward position. If this happens, pull the trigger again while keeping the muzzle of your Glock pistol pointed in a safe direction. While holding the slide lock up with your thumb and index finger, release the slide and push it forward off the frame. Next, you'll remove the recoil spring and barrel from the slide. Press the recoil spring assembly toward the front of the slide while pulling it up and to the rear to remove it. This is a captured spring system and requires no further disassembly. Holding the barrel by the locking lugs, lift slightly, push it toward the front of the slide, then lift and pull up to the rear, removing it. Please note, according to the Glock owner's manual, any further disassembly will void the warranty unless performed by a Glock certified armorer. Reassembly. Before beginning reassembly, look closely at the front of the barrel lug. You'll see two notches, one straight and one curved. That will be important during the next steps. Holding the barrel by the locking lugs, insert it into the slide, pushing it through the muzzle eye. Lower and pull the barrel to the rear until it drops into place. Place the small end of the recoil spring assembly in the spring seat at the front of the slide. Compress the spring and push down. Make sure the large end of the assembly rests in the second semicircular notch at the front of the barrel lug. The slots cut in the rear of the slide will mate with the rail guides on the frame. Align the slide's rail slots with the rail guides to reinstall the slide. Pull the slide towards the back of the frame until the slide lock snaps up to lock the slide in place. Function check. After reassembly, you should inspect the pistol to ensure that it is working properly before returning it to service. First, retract the slide to reset the trigger. With the muzzle of your Glock pistol pointed in a safe direction, grasp the sides of the trigger without depressing the trigger safety and attempt to pull the trigger to the rear. You should not hear or feel the striker release. Now, pull the trigger normally and hold it to the rear. You should hear and feel the striker release. While still holding the trigger to the rear, retract and release the slide. When you release the trigger, you should hear a click as it resets. And again, press the trigger. That click tells you the trigger is functioning properly. Finally, insert an empty magazine into your pistol. Pull the slide fully to the rear, and the slide should lock open. The Glock owner's manual recommends repeating the trigger reset test several times, as well as performing the slide lock open test using each of your empty Glock magazines. Congratulations! You've completed the basic field strip, reassembly, and function check of your Glock G19 pistol. If your pistol fails any of these function checks, do not load or fire your Glock pistol. Have it inspected and repaired by your gunsmith or a Glock certified armorer. We hope this has been informative and you feel more confident maintaining your firearm. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us or ask any of our associates next time you're in the store. Thanks for watching. Practice smart, train hard, have fun, and be safe. We hope to see you soon here at Reload Gun Range.